It has long been considered as the grain basket of Kenya. Situated on the western side of Mount Elgon, with a cool, pleasant climate and acres of maize plantations, Trans Nzoia County can easily be said to be one of the most productive regions in Kenya. Every morning, dairy farmers can be seen delivering quantities of milk to cooling plants, and as the day nears end, tomato farmers in the lower regions of the county round up their produce awaiting buyers from far and wide. Without a doubt, Trans Nzoia is a productive county. However, one would ask, is the production of the best quality? Or even, is the produce profitable?
Wakati huu tuko na challenge ya bei ya maziwa. Hapo kitambo tulikuwa tunapata shilingi 38, 35, lakini sasa tunapata shilingi 20 kwa lita. Hiyo ni ile changamoto kubwa sana wakulima wanaipitia.
We also have very high poverty levels. For long, the poverty levels have been reading between 46 and 51%. And therefore, that would tell you the communities required a project that can boost their work, that can boost and make it possible for them to move economically. And now the fact that NARIGP is a bit unique, it only comes and gives the opportunity to the community to identify which value chain can boost them, can manage to move them economically. That, to me, was key, why we actually needed NARIGP.
We are talking about diversification. So that if a farmer loses out on one crop, he will get it from another enterprise. And that's why we have these other value chains. This is actually an agricultural county. However, the resources limiting, we may not get what we want to get. And that is why NARIGP is very important to Trans Nzoia County.
The National Agricultural Rural Inclusive Growth Project, NARIGP, which is being implemented across 21 counties in Kenya, intends to address these main constraints facing the agricultural sector by increasing production and productivity through community participatory and value chain approaches. In Trans Nzoia County, the project is supporting 4 value chains, which include local chicken, tomatoes, dairy and banana across 20 operational wards. For ease of implementation, the project is established under 4 components that work seamlessly.
Component 1 is about supporting community development, community-driven development. Component 2 is about strengthening of producer organizations and value chain development, while component 3 is about county community-led development and investment projects. Finally, component 4 is about coordination, monitoring and evaluation, socio and environmental safeguards.
At the project's inception in 2018, priority was given to establish the county-level structures which aid in the project operations in the county. The County Project Steering Committee, CPSC, and the County Technical Advisory Committee, CTAC, were established to perform oversight roles, while the County Project Coordination Unit, CPCU, is responsible for the day-to-day execution of the project.
It's an all-inclusive technical committee, and what it does is to look at the activities of the project and give guidance so that when the activities are implemented, they are done according to the standards acceptable by Project Implementation Manual.
After establishment of the county structures, the team then had to organize and support further establishment of community structures. From a rigorous participatory integrated community development or PICD process, 20 community-driven development committees or CDDCs were established. Under the CDDCs, a number of subcommittees have also been established to perform specific tasks. These subcommittees include project management, procurement, monitoring and evaluation, finance, and social audit and integrity subcommittees. By early 2019, all the CDDCs had signed Memoranda of Understanding with county government, registered as community-based organization (CBOs), opened bank accounts, and were ready for implementation.
First, we started by the training programs where we did some trainings to our CDDC. As the area representatives, I decided that I provide space. Actually, I've housed them so that they have an office to coordinate all these programs.
CDDC, mambo ya NARIGP, tulianza 2018 mwisho na tuliweza kuform those groups, zones, alafu watu ya CPCU wakakuja ndani kabisa kutufundisha. Sisi naye tukaleta that knowledge kwa watu wetu ambao wako nyumbani kwa kulingana na zones.
After their training, the CDDCs were in a better position to assist the common interest groups, CIGs, develop proposals for their micro projects. To date, 503 micro project proposals have been developed under the supporting community-driven development component. Out of these, 473 proposals have been approved and 198 have been funded to the tune of 98 million Kenya shillings.
In fact, proposal hizi wakati zilipewa ufadhili, hazikupewa ufadhili huo kwa ujumla. I mean, kikundi kiki apply for some amount, hawapei pesa zote. Wanapewa pesa half, kuna yenye inaitwa first tranche na kuna second tranche. So the first tranche ndio tumepewa. Kwa account zetu tuko na shilingi 3.2 million. Hizo ndio pesa ambazo tuko nazo saizi.
8 front-runner wards were retrained on procurement procedures and financial management to prepare them for the implementation of the funded micro-projects. Some of the CDDCs have already initiated procurement for materials to be supplied for the funded micro-project proposals.
Kulingana na ile pesa tumepewa na NARIGP 4.45 million, tunapewa in 2 tranches. Tranche ya kwanza tumepewa 2.2 million. Kwa hiyo 2.2 million tumepatia 11 groups. Kwa hizo 11 groups, 8 ni CIGs, then 2 ni market oriented, 1 ni VMG ambayo ni youth. Youth ndio wamepewa ile VMG.
Procurement wakati tulipokuwa tumekaa chini, kuna applicants walikuwa wengi. Labda kwa kitu kimoja kulikuwa na applicants zaidi ya 3. So tulikuwa tuna base kwa ile mtu ameweka bei yake, bei ya chini ambayo ina meet market requirement. Pia tulikuwa tunaangalia price ya procurement na tunalinganisha na yenye iko kwa market. Ndio tungeweza kumpatia tenda ya kusupply materials kwa side.
Wakati ambao sisi tulikuwa kama wanachama, hatukuwa tumejiweza vile, lakini tuliandika proposal ya 1200 kwa NARIGP, na tunaona watatusaidia kwa sababu tutajenga nyumba ambayo inaweza tusaidia. Kwa wakati Yesu unaona iko tu hapa, lakini NARIGP ikitusaidia tujenge hiyo nyumba, inaweza chukua kuku wengi na tunaweza pata manufaa na faida pia. Kwa hiyo project ambayo tunataka kuendelesha ya kuku, wametuletea mabati, wametuletea milango, vifaa vingi wametuletea. Pia kikundi wamejitolea 30% kwa kununua vifaa kama posts, wamenunua mbao na vifaa vingine.
Na upande wa wamama haswa sana, ukiangalia huu mradi wetu, wamama ni wengi. Na wamama wengi tumetegemea wazee. Yeye awe kama breadwinner of the family, lakini sasa wakati nimeanza kupata faida kwa huu mradi, nitaweza kufanya mambo ambayo mzee mwenyewe angefanya. Hata nitaweza kumsaidia kumnunulia mbolea kama ya mahindi, msimu wa mahindi umefika, nitamwambia maybe wewe nunua mbegu, mimi nitanunua mbolea.
Component 1 also comprises of strengthening the institutions. Strengthening the institutions means that we capacity build the established institutions like CDDCs, like CIGs, and the VMGs that are supposed to benefit from this project. This is continuous, and as I talk, the roles and responsibilities of CDDCs have been talked about and trained. The CIGs now, as they begin the implementation, they will also be engaged. We are looking forward to using strategies like the skit on the ground. We also have another model that is being implemented. We call it FFS, which is soon going to be rolled. And we are also looking forward to engaging the service providers so that our CIGs can also actually implement the project as expected.
Under the Strengthening Producer Organizations and Value Chain Development component, all the 4 value chain stakeholder platforms were successfully established and launched by July 2019. The platforms went ahead and established subcommittees to help in fast-tracking processes. The county also identified 10 producer organizations in the dairy, local chicken, and banana value chains. 6 of the organizations have received inclusion management and membership grants totaling to 7 million Kenya shillings, while proposals for the remaining 4 have already been approved.
All that we did ni kwa sababu ya grant inclusion ambayo tulipewa na NARIGP. Sasa saa hizi tulienda hizo sub-county zote. The only sub-county ambayo tu kufaulu kufanya recruitment ya cooperative is Kiminini. But we are on the process of doing it. So kwa hiyo vile tulizunguka hivyo tulipata wakulima, tuko na wakulima 3005.
Kwa sasa tuna develop proposals ambazo ukiangalia inagharimu kama shilingi hadi milioni 19,850,000. Hii ni pesa ambazo tukispread for a span of 3 years ama 2 years from now. Kwa sababu tulianza 2019. Hii ndio pesa tukipata itatutoa mahali tuko mpaka mahali pengine, ambao sasa kwa ile market survey yetu tumefanya, tungependa by 2021 mwezi wa 2 ama 3 tupate kuku zetu ziko kwa supermarkets, kwa shelves kila mahali. Kuku ya Trans Queens and Kings zinapatikana katika hizo soko.
Nashukuru sana Trans Queens ambayo ilikuja tukaungana nao. Walipoungana nao wametusaidia kwa vingi sana. Ya kwanza kututafutia soko, kututafutia wataalamu wa kuku ama madaktari ambao wanahusika na kuku. Vile hata tunapoongea hivi sasa wako wanapigania sisi tupate soko ambapo tutakusanya kuku zetu pia kule, ndio hawa watu wa chini huku wenye wananunua wanapokuja nyumbani wasitunyanyase kwa bei.
So each and every PO in Trans Nzoia County will undergo a capacity needs assessment. From that capacity needs assessment, we'll be able to develop the capacity building plan for each PO. And then the last thing that we are supposed to prepare for each and every PO is the EDP, Enterprise Development Plan. From the EDP is where we'll get the sub-projects which this PO has managed to put in there so that we can also fund them under 2.1. That's capacity building of producer organizations.
We also have a producer organization that has developed a proposal on value chain upgrading grant to a tune of 13 million. And actually the total cost is 17 million. The project cost is going to be 13 million, and the remaining balance is community contribution. This producer organization is on dairy, we call it Charangani Dairies, and they have already started procurement processes, and therefore soon they will be able to achieve their dream of on-farm silage making and feed issues, which was their main priority area.
Our capacity in terms of milk has been growing. During the high season, we can receive 30,000 liters per day. The low season, we can get up to 7,000 liters per day. So then we were asking ourselves, why is it that during the dry season our milk comes down? We realized that farmers need a lot of assistance, and the assistance mainly is about the conservation of feeds. So if we have good supply of animal feeds throughout the year, we can maintain the capacity of our milk above 20,000 every day. And that will be a very big push to our farmers to get income from their farms, and they will enjoy this facility better than before.
Cherangani imetusaidia kwa umbali sana. Wakulima wengi wanafurahia services yao, wanafurahia kazi ambayo wanafanya. Malipo wanalipa kwa muda inahitajika, na hakuna hata ambaye amekuja kulalamika kwamba Cherangani wamepoteza pesa yao.
Still in Cherangani sub-county, the project identified a need to address land degradation and support production in the tomato value chain. To this end, NARIGP has invested in the Chesucheki Multi-Community Investment Project through the supporting county community-led development component.
This is an integrated project. The integration is on sustainable land management and, of course, irrigation project. The irrigation project is known as Kenya.It Irrigation Project. And currently, as we speak, we have done 769 farms on SLM activities. We have employed youths on short-term employment, and these youths so far have done a lot of work. I will say this, that the youths have done close to 65,000 meters of terrace. They are usually paid through the CDDC accounts. So I can comfortably say that we have paid 5.2 million for the youth on employment programs. We have employed 200 youths on this program.
Pesa za kwanza nilisopata 9,900, nikatoa 9,600. Nilikuwa na mwanafunzi shule ikifunguliwa mwezi wa 9, nikaziweka ikakuwa school fees. Pesa ya pili ilikuwa 12,600. Nikakomboa shamba 4,000, nikanunua mbegu ya mboga, nikapanda mboga, siko tayari nitaziuza mwezi wa 3. Hii kazi imenifunza mengi. Kukaa idle ni mbaya. Nilikuwa nimekaa idle kwa muda mrefu, na kuna magonjwa yalikuwa yananisumbua, nikipimwa hakuna, kumbe ni kama ni obesity. Sasa hii kukimbia milimani kurudi, mwili uko sawa, hata niko na nguvu. Nimekaa idle kwa saa hii, nasikia tu nipate mahali nilime kwa sababu mwili imezoea. Pesa zenye ninatarajia hivi leo, kuna ng'ombe nimembuki mahali, niongeze pesa zingine, ninunue huyo ng'ombe, pia nikuwe na ng'ombe kwa boma. Tuungana sisi 33, tukaunda kikundi ambaye inaitwa NARIGP. Maana yake ni Marakwet wa Kisii. Sasa tumekuwa free na wale Marakwet. Najua huko ndipo tulichoma wakati ule, lakini sasa tumeingiana kabisa, tuoni kama kuna shida tena, kuna amani tele. Na kwa hii kikundi tunatarajia tuliandika proposal kwa hii nini, tunatarajia wakitupea hiyo nini ya nyanya, greenhouse ya nyanya, tutakuwa tukifanya ili tujiendeleze kwa maisha yetu.
We have done the review of the irrigation project via peer review workshops. It has been farmed up by the engineers, and now we are procuring the services. In 2 months' time, the contractor will be in place to do the activities on irrigation project. And therefore, 3 months later, we anticipate that the engineers are estimating that in 3 months, after the contractor is on site, the project will be over and commissioned.
We have a proposed project under Component 3, which now is going to another ward. We call it Saboti Ward in Saboti Sub-County. That one is mainly on integrated land management and water pan rehabilitation. The water pan, once rehabilitated, will be able to again support the tomato value chain, which is very key in Saboti Ward.
NARIGP ni mradi wa serikali kuu ikisaidiana na serikali ya ukatuzi.
This particular component supports sensitization process, like what we did in 2018, the whole year was under Component 3. sensitization of all stakeholders about the project publicity and creation of awareness. Those that are talented in theatre work, they have been brought on board. We have 3 such groups, we call them PET groups, education theatre groups. One is called Muvero Youth Group, the other one is called Jedidia Youth Group, and the final one is Tausi Women Group.
Kutoka training tuliambiwa kwamba tuende to spread, tusiende kunyamazia hii information, tuende pia tuambie watu wengine wa community kwamba kuna mradi wa NARIGP ambao umetoka katika serikali kuu imekuja kwa serikali ya county kufadhili wakulima. So sisi tukaamua tutumie mbinu ya kutunga nyimbo kwa kuwaongelesha, kwa sababu tukitunga wimbo tuwaongeleshe nayo, tukiimba watasikia hiyo message. Baadaye unaona mtu anakuja kuuliza, hebu sasa niambie, tumesikia mkiimba wimbo ina mention hivi na hivi na hivi. So after that sisi tunaanza kuwaelezea kupitia kwa hiyo nyimbo. Kupitia kwa mradi wa NARIGP imetufanya tumejulikana sana. Hata serikali pia ikagundua kwamba kumbe kuna vijana mahali wako na talent. Wakikuwa na kitu kama show mahali, wakikuwa na sherehe, unaona kwamba wanatukol. Kutoka hapo hivi tena tukaambiwa na huyu afisa wetu wa agriculture, tukaandika proposal ya hao vijana ya group yetu, tukaomba hii mambo na public address.
Under the project coordination and management component, the county has already conducted baseline data collection for all the micro projects in order to assist in monitoring and evaluation.
This has been done digitally, and again we have involved the youths to do the work. 40 of the youths are very much actively involved under that. They are not within the project, they are just youths from within the project areas. Every ward has 2, and therefore we are talking of 40 youths, mainly those who are compliant with ICT.
Under Chisucheki multi-community project, so far we have engaged youths under ODK baseline data collection, and so far we have 3 youths per sub-catchment, of which they have done their job very well. Some have captured their data under household, institution and the project, and they have submitted to the SAFA. So far they are doing well.
Trans Nzoia County is also unique with the presence of the indigenous people in the county, that is, the Ogieks and the Sengwers. Under the Environmental and Social Safeguard subcomponent, the project has managed to approve and fund 20 proposals from the 2 communities which are not tied to any of the selected value chains. The 2 communities have been given special priority and as such have 1 representative each in the respective CDDCs and in the County Project Steering Committee.
Tulichukua proposal tukaandika, tulipendekeza tuchukue aina ya kondoo inaitwa topa. So tulikuwa nataka tufanye multiplication ya topa ili wanachama wetu wote wapate moja ama mbili baadaye. So baada ya hiyo proposal ilienda na tukakubaliwa na tulifurahi kama jamii yetu ya Sengweri wenye wako pande hii, kwa sababu itatusaidia sana kwa maneno ya kilimo.
Tunapoongea hivi tunaona watu ya tendering wameanza kazi. Tunapoongea hivi nimepokea hapa mabati, nimepokea mbao, timbers, so na mafundi yote nimepokea. Hiyo ndio kazi ambayo inaendelea mahali pale kwa hii kikundi ya Jebilat Indigenous Self-Help Group.
As designed, the NARIGP project advocates for inclusivity and community participatory approach. Community members are involved in the project processes right from selection of their own value chains, representatives, to tendering and procuring for their own project materials. In this regard, the community has owned the project and are eager to not only see it succeed, but also last.
From the signing of the MOU and the trainings that we have given the group, you find that inclusivity, since the groups people have been involved in from the onset, most of our youths now, they feel empowered. They can be able to handle most of the people with disability, mothers and women. They feel like finally there is something that has come to the ground to change their lives.
With a strong coordinating unit, very active county structures and equally supportive stakeholders, the NARIGP project in Trans Nzoia County is already making a difference. In the end, the project will not only improve the livelihoods of the local farmers, but will also boost the commercial potential of the whole county.
Kwa maana sasa zimekuwa tu ni mwanzo na tumejaribu kiwango ambacho vile tumejaribu hivyo. Lakini ninavyoangalia mbele, tukijaribu sana tuweke nguvu na bidii, nina hakika mabadiliko baka yatakuweko.